How's it going on? It's Custer living back with Elder Scrolls Online, and Red Dog's jamming on her loot here. Before heading back out, she's also an accomplished drummer, and she's a bit of a flutist as well, so multi-talented, and she can cast spells and burn people with electricity. So this is where we started. I'm just outside the room that we left the last video in. We start in this boat, and they say that we were caught. Look in the bookshelves, because there we go, heavy armor increased to 2. Not that that matters for us, but bookshelves, you can always find these books that will teach you to get help raise your skills faster. So pretty awesome. So anyway, we were caught in the sea and brought on board the boat. Remember, we warped in from Molag Bal, from Cold Harbor, Molag Bal's realm there, prison. We basically appeared in the middle of nowhere. So let's see what our boy has to say.
I was worried you'd never wake up. You slept all the way from Canarthy's roost, right through the hurricane.
Hurricane? What hurricane?
You don't remember? A Khajiit named Razumdar fished you out of the ocean. He made me pay a small fortune to bring you here. We barely made it out of Canarthy's roost before the hurricane hit.
Where is Razumdar now?
He was headed to Eagle's Strand, an old fort on Canarthy's roost. My ship won't return there for some time, but a bosun on the far dock can take you. Look for Sugar Claws.
Alright. Storm on the horizon! This started... So, in the original... In the the beta, I believe, when you started, you were at Canarthy's Roost if you played with Aldmari Dominion, or however you pronounce it. But in this game, now they actually bring you right to the bigger islands. It's kind of like one of the main islands. But you can go back there if you want. And you always look at the books that are highlighted too, because there are lore books in the world and it's collectible. I like to grab food. I actually, in one of those rooms, I found the meat musket recipe, which allows us to create meat musket, or muscat. So if we find a fire, you know, there's one right here we can cook real quick, and I can show off that.
Greetings.
Do a little dance. I'd have to say that Red Dog's, she's a bit hot. I think she's kind of hot. So anyway, well, actually the first thing we're going to do is we're going to head to a little bit in the town. I'm not going to try to grab every quest right off the bat like this. I want to head to Canarthy's Roost first, because that is kind of the starter area. Like I said, they allowed you to kind of skip it now. Since we have at least 1 gold, and I have the Imperial Edition for a pre-order, we can get a horse for 1 gold. So let's head to the saddle company here. Let's talk to our stable master.
Welcome, friend. Don't believe my sister over at Skywatch. I breed the best mares on the island. Just you see.
Alright, view stable. So we can buy our Imperial horse for 1 gold. Now you can see how much the horses would normally be. If we didn't get the Imperial Edition, you would have to save up at least 17,200 to get your normal horse. Your normal horse starts at 15 speed, 10 stamina, and the Imperial horse is the same. So we basically get a common horse, a different color, for 1 gold. And the horses are really interesting as well, because we can actually feed them once a day, and it puts up their stats. So we can make it faster, we can make it have more stamina so we can sprint longer and take more hits before we have to dismount, and we can feed it so it would actually has a carry capacity. I haven't tried that, but I'm assuming we can put loot on it so we can free up some of our own inventory space. Now if you spend, it's 250 gold for the first one, and if you spend it, it only goes up 1% in speed. I did that one time, so that's pretty tough. So it's going to take like forever to, and remember, you're going to do it once a day, so it's going to take, or maybe once every 20 hours. So it'll take absolutely forever to get these all maxed out on your horse if that's how you want to do it. Some of these other horses start a little better. The gated horse has 20 stamina, and the daft horse has 10 carrying, so they get a little boost. But it's definitely better to get the Imperial horse with 1 gold for now, for sure. And then we can name it. So the name Diamond, I'm going to name it Argo after my second favorite horse in video games. My first being Opponent, of course, from Legend of Zelda. But Argo is the horse from Shadow of the Colossus, which is one of my favorite games ever. So hit H, and we got a horse. So a horse makes us move quite a little bit faster, and we can sprint with them. So you'll see a lot of these white horses around, because pretty much everybody who has the Imperial Edition bought a horse for 1 gold, of course. Because that just makes sense. So now we're going to head to the bank and deposit some of our stuff and grab a few more lockpicks before we head to Khenarthi's Roost, because I want to make sure we have our locks. So yeah, pretty much everybody's got a white horse. It's pretty funny. Everybody's got the same horse. So here's the bank here. It's in this manor house. So let's head on in, and a bank's always a busy place, so we can talk to the banker. Now I belong to 3 different guilds right now.
To make a deposit, yes?
So there are guild banks, and you'll see, and my account belongs to the guilds, not my individual character. So any character you make will still be in that same guild, which is kind of cool. So the Black Blades is the first one that I went into, and you can see they have some stuff in here that people are putting in, a lot of recipes for food. It's actually pretty good. The Saloop is actually really good. And I put some stuff in here when I have it. I'm actually probably, I wonder if the same stuff I put in here, my other character is still in here. I put some stuff for my Templar. I've been doing blacksmithing. I wasn't really messing with clothing, with you know. But now with this one, I'm going to be doing clothing. I'm pretty sure I put these 4 hemmings in here. I'm almost positive I put these 4 hemmings in here. I'm taking them. That can upgrade your clothes. I'll show how that works eventually. Here's a lot of enchanted stuff. So if I hit F, I can go to a different guild, like the Mournhold Stock Exchange, and see what they put in here. They got a few things here, a little bit more. There's more people in this guild. Wow, people are throwing in blues. Level 20 stuff. Nice. The jute that's pretty good stuff. Wow, here's wow. Some good stuff in here. The jute would help. I'll probably take some jute out, and then when I get some other stuff, I'll throw that in similar. Maybe some iron ore or something like that, and I'll replace it. I'm going to take out the jute. Oh, I don't have permission at this one to withdraw. Okay, well, then forget it. I won't do that. I guess there's actual permission you need. I don't know how you get that. Okay. And then the Ebonheart Mart is the bigger one that I'm in. There's a lot of people in it. Like 400 or something. But it looks like they're not putting as much stuff in here. Materials is the big stuff. Hops. Make some beer. Yeah, nobody's putting any jute or iron ore or anything in. Okay. So now we go. There's also a guild store.
Make a deposit, yes?
So you can see based on the people, the ones here, what people are putting up in the stores. I don't know if I have to have a certain thing for that either to be able to see that or what.
5-fold venerations, my friend. You've come to
So this is our bank. Our bank is actually full, 70 out of 70 from our other character. It's loaded up with stuff. But the good thing is when you say you craft, I could just throw any of this crafting stuff I already have in here. Meal I don't have in there apparently. And you can, when you go to craft at a crafting station, it'll take it out of your bank. It doesn't have to actually be on your character. So that's pretty awesome. We already have 6. I cared more about the I have a sealed urn? Oh, that's my sealed urn. This is a deposit. Withdraw, that's what I want to look at. I don't have anything else in here that's worth grabbing besides. Here's all the stuff. Basically I have all 70 filled up from crafting stuff that I'm that kind of person. You know what, I gotta put more lockpicks in with my other character. Wow. I thought I did that. Apparently I didn't. I got a lot of iron ore. And I got some jute. Let me see if I have 9 jute. And raw jute, I got 40 of those. And the maple I'll take. We're going to do a little bit of crafting first before we head out. And the rough maple I'll take. And I guess we'll start there. Alright. Yeah, I gotta log into my other character and move the lockpicks over. I only got 6. Probably got 40 something on my other character, but it's not doing any good on him right now. So we gotta head down this way. Oh, and I need to switch something real quick, control-wise. I like to put auto run on the middle mouse button. Always. And just the way I usually play games like this. Then I can just tap the middle mouse button and start going. So we're going to head on down real quick and do a little bit of crafting with our clothing and some woodwork and try to maybe make a new staff for our character and definitely maybe make some new clothes. So this is the crafting area in our first city. So we have the clothing here. Yeah, clothing is right here. So you can refine the stuff we have. So we have rawhide scraps, which could be made into rawhide. 10 scraps. You need 10. We have 39, so we can do 3 times so we could refine. It takes 10 away every time, so we got 10 rawhide. And then we got 9. You don't always get a full 10. So we have 26 total, and then the jute. We'll have 7 from that 10, then 16, 24, 33 jute. Okay. First time in here, anytime you click on something. And we have some medium armor here. We can actually deconstruct stuff. So this medium armor, we can deconstruct it to try to get items. We got some rawhide from that. Medium is pretty much leather, so I'll probably get more rawhide. And we got a corundum, that's good. You can also improve your gear. So if you put something in here, and you have the right stuff, so hemming is what we need to upgrade to the next level. It goes from normal to fine, you need so much, and then you can go to superior, epic, and legendary. So you can actually create one item and bring it all the way up if you get enough of this stuff. And then research is something where you take an item that has one of these abilities on it, sturdy, training, whatever, and if you have an item, you can research that item. It destroys the item, but it allows you to learn that trait. So the next time you make an item of the same kind, so say we do a robe and we do training, which helps us get more experience with light armor. Say it's a light armor robe. We could train it. It takes about 6 hours or so to train it, and then once you learn it, when we make our next robe, we can put that on top of it if we have the right jewel or whatever to do it with. The problem is, see, we do a robe in training, and then we want to do shoes in training. We actually have to find shoes and train off those shoes. So if it's not like you get just training done on this robe, and then everything you make you can use training to put on it. Each individual item has to be learned, each trait off each separate item. So it would take a long time to get them all. Let's put it that way. So we're going to creation first. We need we have an Altmer, which is our character. 5 of them, adamantites, so that's good. And styles are the different races. So Altmer are us. We know how to make Altmer stuff. But if we wanted to make like an Imperial outfit with the look of an Imperial, we would have to find a book in the world that teaches us how to make Imperial stuff. And then we can start making stuff that looks different for our character than it would normally look. So you need to find all that stuff. So let's start with a robe, because I'm sure the robe we have isn't very good. Now what I love about crafting in this game is, see, we can make a level 1 robe for 7 jute. If we want to just make a higher level one, we click over here. Now we can make a level 4 robe for 8. So you can always make stuff. What I love about the crafting system is that you can always make stuff that is useful. There's been a lot of MMOs I've played or games like this where you craft where by the time you level past your crafting ability almost, you can almost never make stuff that's worth a damn for your character. So here it's a lot different, and it's really fun. So we could make this level 1 robe, but let's make a level 4 robe. Because there's no reason. I think we're level 3 right now. Might as well make a level 4 robe in the Altmer style. So we'll craft that. So now we got one of those. Let's just craft a whole outfit for us. We got shoes. We'll go level 4. Okay, and then we'll make some gloves, level 4. We actually leveled up our clothing there. It does take a while to level up once you start getting higher. We'll make a level 4 hat. And see, I've barely gained XP for that. And we'll make a level 4 breeches. So we actually have the, I can't even say that, paulets, basically shoulders, and the sash, which is a belt, left over. This other section here is all leather. So with clothing you can make light armor or medium armor, and with blacksmith you make heavy armor. Of course this stuff takes the rawhide, not the jute. So we actually don't have enough stones to make these two. We probably would almost have enough. We'd be just short on material too. So if you want to buy, you can buy the stones off of the where's she at? Not here. There's a clothier. Okay.
If you're working in cloth or leather, I'm your man. What can I get
So
you?
you come here and you can buy the materials that we just used. So we need adamantite for Altmer style. It costs 15 gold for one of those. We only have 12 right now. We could sell some stuff though if we wanted to. But I'm fine for now. Is there anything we can deconstruct? We can deconstruct the stuff that we just got, which we don't want to deconstruct. Obviously, I just made it. So we're good for now here, I think. And then the other one I want to mess with real quick is woodworking, which I believe is up here. It's kind of out of the way. Yeah, and woodworking, all the crafting is the same stuff here. Click it every time, it'll tell you like if you don't know what you're doing. Okay, so we can refine this maple into some more sanded maple. We can deconstruct our maple ice staff, which we had 2 of these, so might as well deconstruct it. We didn't get anything out of it, so that kind of sucked. Maple restoration staff, we got some more maple, and we leveled up our woodworking. The reason we're here is we can make staffs or bows with woodworking. That's all you can really make, or a shield for armor. So if we want infernal, ice, or lightning, we can make a better version of it. What do we have right now? I think we have a 10 damage staff level 1. So we really can't make, well, you know what, we can't make one here either because we don't have the stone. Dang it, I forgot. But I would probably make an ice staff. I like ice because it can freeze opponents for a second, give you a little breathing room, at least early on here. Eventually I'm going to make at least a level 4 one, but we might have to do this, come back some other time. We'll probably find some loot eventually here, and we really don't need to make it right now. Alright, so that's how crafting works. Now I'm probably going to try to do a lot of crafting with this character, but I'm not going to probably show all of it. I may craft a lot when I'm not recording. But the main point of what I want to do with the recording stuff here is to try to get through just the quests, kind of. So we're going to head back down to the docks, and we're going to head over to Sugar Claws and head over to Canarthy's Roost. It doesn't cost anything to take the boat over there.
Hello.
Nice, we talked to Sugar Claws.
What is it? Is this about the fish? I took
I just saw a chest. See, there's a chest on the boat. I bet we can lockpick that. Oh, can we? Can we get on that boat? Oh, come on, we gotta be able to get on that boat. Come on. Get me on the boat, damn it. I gotta like jump on that boat, I guess. I tried to run off onto it before someone else grabs it.
to be done here, sir.
Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. Is there not a way on that boat? Those are the chests that you'll see if you use your lockpicks. You can open that bad boy up, and a lot of times you get a decent item. Maybe we don't have to go on the boat at all. Maybe we can get it from here, or maybe it's just something you can't get, or maybe you do it this way. There it is. Impossible. What? Oh, I've never seen that. I've never seen an impossible chest that's I can't open. I have the lockpicks, right? I mean, yeah, I got 6. There's not a lockpick, actual lockpick skill. So I've always been able... Some are harder to pick than others on difficulty. But I've never had them say that I can't even attempt it.
What is it? Is this about the... Good. I have business on Canarthy's Roost.
So let's go to Canarthy's Roost. This is, like I said, was the original starter location. If you choose a race that starts over here in this part of the map. Now they put you right to the island, or to the mainland, kinda, but you can always, like I said, come back here if you want to work on those starter quests again, which isn't a bad idea, I think. And if we wanted to, we can always come back, talk to her right here, and
attend you in a moment.
she will bring us back. So it doesn't cost anything to go back and forth. Okay, so we got Eagle's Strand. When you find new locations, you gain experience. Our destruction staff just went up. It's level 4. So where's our boy? Here he is.
We need your face to become familiar, so your presence won't be questioned. Come, stay by my side.
What do you mean?
This one so you fall from thin air. Pop, drop, splash. Roz would have tried for a backflip, but under the circumstances, this one is most impressed.
Why did you send me to Volgargard?
Razumdar is here on a mission of some delicacy. This one did not know how your presence here would change it, but honestly, Raz is glad you returned. You may be just what he needs.
Why do you need me?
First, a question. Where did you come from?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
If you landed 5 paces north, you'd have squashed a rat, slipped on its guts, and cracked your head on a signal drum. The whole island would have known of your arrival. So where did you come from, truly?
Cold Harbor, Molag Bal's realm. He plans to invade Tamriel.
A Daedric prince, you say? Raz has a nose for lies, but you seem clean as an ocean breeze. If anyone else asks you, where will you say you came from?
Lie, I'm a Dominion soldier who survived the shipwreck.
Yes, lie with confidence. A straight face and a gleam in your eye. Well done. It is very good right now to fit in. Your sudden arrival, it does not fit in, you understand?
Who are you?
Just a friendly Khajiit, privileged to see someone drop from nowhere and land in sea. Shame you cannot do that at will. You could make piles of coin, sell tickets.
Okay, why are you helping me?
Because you are no soldier, which is useful. You can speak with the locals, assure them we are not invaders or marauders. Now come, let us try to fit in.
Very well. So we need to talk to Commander Karenth. Karenith?
Commander Karenith, a moment. This recruit survived the shipwreck without injuries. You mentioned something about the Shattered Shoals, yes?
Glad you're up and about, recruit. I'm in need of a scout to head to Shattered Shoals. Most of our fleet foundered to the west, but we've had a few survivors trickle in from that direction.
Alright, what do you need exactly?
We captured a sea viper spying on the camp. Those pirates never travel alone. Find out if they're around Shattered Shoals, and if so, what they're doing on this island. Of course, you should assist any shipwreck survivors you find. We must each do our part.
I'll do what I can.
Before you head to Shattered Shoals, speak with Eelsil. He just returned from exploring a nearby temple. That wizard claims to know something about everything, so he may have insight on how these sea vipers operate.
Ilsil is this way. Ilsil, this recruit wishes to speak with you.
Hi, Daddy. You're always
Marvelous, isn't it? We'll have to construct a special room for the Morning Stone when we bring it back to the Mages Guild. I'm sorry, did you need something? Yes, the Temple of the Morning Springs is an old Khajiit ruin not far from here. We excavated the Morning Stone from one of the chambers. As you can see, its supply of water appears endless. What do you mean, pirates? In an ancient Khajiit temple? Preposterous! All we saw were the undead warriors that overran our camp.
Why were you attacked by the undead?
I have no idea. Actually, I have 12 ideas, but they're far less fascinating than the Morning Stone. Probably some sort of ancient curse. It usually is with these things.
So what can you tell me about sea vipers?
Arrogant sea elf pirates. To my recollection, they aren't known to raid Kanaathi's roost. Oh, and they have a thing for snakes. But I'm sure we both have more important matters to attend. If you'd excuse me?
We should speak privately
have one.
before you depart.
Copy 8.
Let's meet by the statues north of camp.
Hello there.
There, you see? You fit in and no one will stop you from walking away. But as this one said, there are opportunities here for people that fall from the sky.
I'm listening.
Ilsil is most impressed with his newest bubble. But the undead are a threat to all of Kanaathi's roost. If you want to, you could search the Temple of the Morning Springs, determine how to contain the dead there. Then the locals should see we came here as allies, not conquerors.
Alright, anything else?
Karaneth told you how the hurricane dashed the fleet into Kanaathi's roost. Now the sea vipers are picking at the bones of our ships. Strange, yes? You could scout the coast, as the commander said. Prove yourself to the soldiers.
Where are you headed?
Oh, there's far less glamorous work to be done in Mistral, at the northern end of the island. Let's meet up there, after you've done what you decide to do. Until then, bright moons guide your steps.
Alright, sounds good. So we got some quests. We hit J for our journal. And we had the one quest here. Investigate the Temple of the Morning Springs. Investigate Shattered Shoals. You also have a lore library. As you find lore books, they'll be saved in here, and you can always read them later, which is pretty cool. There's 297 of them. And then achievements all comes here for your character. Now the important one here is Sky Shards. Because Sky Shards, we got one in the very beginning. They give you skill points. And as you can see, there's a ton of them. There's like 16 in this area. Auridon or whatever, Auridon, where we started at the very beginning before we came here, has 16. Every 3 gives you a skill point. So if you see all this, you can get tons of skill points by just finding these guys. Once you get to these other areas. Now, we want Kanaathi's Roost has 6. So that's where we're at right now. And they also give you hints. So Exposed Disguise, Surveying the Strand, Southern Temple's Hidden Jewel. So you can see these hints to help you find out where they're at. There's only 3 in there, 3 in Bleak Rock, 3 in Balfoyan. I wonder where are those places? Huh, well, maybe we'll get there eventually. So, anyway, One is in this area. It's on the top, and you can actually see it. If you see that light glowing on the top, that's a sky shard. So you can see them from a little bit of range away, so we're definitely going to grab that first.
Another distraction.
So head on up and grab this sky shard along with everybody else. So that is now 2 of 3. Count the first one that we got in the tutorial. Counts in. Now this storm is being made by this sea serpent, or what do they call those guys? What do they call them? Sea serpents? The guys they were talking about. Sea vipers. Captive. He's making it rain because he's pissed off that he's been a captive or something like that. See if there's anything worth looting here. Aged meat. Alright, now if there's a fire out here, we do a little bit... Oh, there it is. Let's do a little bit of cooking, and then we'll be on our way. So provision is similar... Well, it's actually different than the other ones. Remember we got one meat muscat was something that we found the ingredients for, or the recipe for. So we increased magic recovery, so that's one for us, by 2 for 35 minutes. We can make 8 of them, and this is the stuff we need. So provisioning goes up pretty fast, especially if you start getting like a level 5 recipe. I was gaining insane XP for that. This is only a level 1. But we can make, might as well make everything we have. I just like to try to make any crafting stuff as much as I can just to keep leveling it up. So for 35 minutes we could technically use meat musket. And let's open this sealed urn first. Actually, this is the first thing that we got. We got this right in the beginning of last video, at the end of last video. We didn't open it though. Usually it's a bow, yeah, sentinel's lash, and a robe. So it is a light armor robe. Oh, I didn't know about that. I wouldn't have made the armor then. That's alright. I made our armor is a level 4 30 armor. This is only 26 armor, but it gives 10 health, and it has a training. You know, it's okay. We'll use this for now. There we go. And then we'll end up researching this because we'll learn the training for light armor robes, which is awesome because that once we learn it, we can add it to other robes we make, and we'll be able to increase the experience of our light armor skill, how fast we level up with it. Pretty awesome. Alright, so now we're done cooking, so let's chow down real quick on that meat muscat stuff. So we have magic recovery 2 for 35 minutes, and I'm pretty sure you can only have 1 at a time. If you click down here, it's highlighted. I tried to eat another food before that was different, like I did a magic and a health one, and the health one, the second one, overrode the first one. So, but for our character, mana regen is the key. So one of my add-ons that I have actually shows stuff on the map that I've collected with other characters. So you can see here that there's an alchemy ingredient here, a runestone here, ore here. So here's some clothing material. Because I've gotten them with different characters, it saves it on my maps. It's a pretty awesome add-on. Plus it also shows where the sky shards are. So there's a sky shard over here to the west, right here. It says collected because I collected it with my other character, but it's actually not collected with this character yet. So we still have to go find it for this character. So we're going to head west, I think, down here, and work our way over to, well, where are we supposed to go? With our journal, we're supposed to go to...
Anyone can be crowned emperor. That's one of the risks we take.
Any of the white, which just says to leave, basically. So let's just leave, I guess. Usually you can go ahead down, yeah, you can head down the coast. I remember this before, it's kind of goofy because now it's telling me to go like, oh no, it's telling me to go this way. Investigate sea vipers, or we could head to the temple. So let's investigate this. Here's a chest right here. It's a simple lock, so when it vibrates for a second, you just let go, Easily got that. We got 13 gold and a maple bow of frost. And we get experience for that, so our dark magic actually leveled up from our experience, which is pretty awesome. So I don't know if that took a whole lockpick. No, it didn't. You end up breaking your lockpicks after a while, and then it's when you're losing. So as long as you're decent at, there should be a thing over here, a jute over here. As long as you're halfway decent at lockpicking, then you won't go through your locks too fast. Your lockpicks, I don't see it. Anybody could have grabbed one. The stuff respawns at a pretty good rate. This is, ooh, potency rune. This is for enchanting. There's actually jute down there. Right there. The yellow flowers. This is what we use to make our clothes. And we need 10 of them to basically create, to go from raw jute to normal stuff. I can't remember what skills I have. I have Frost Touch 2. We have Frost because of our thing. Crystal Shard 2, okay. And then Mage's Fury 3. Frost Touch is kind of a melee one. They have to be close to us. Crystal Shard is 28 meters. And so is Mage's Fury. So I pretty much start with Mage's, or whatever the other one was. Crystal Shard first, and then hit with Mage's Fury when they almost down to 20% health. That would blow up and kill them pretty much. Frost Touch if they get too close, and we could freeze them in place for something else. And nobody really loots this crap, and I end up looting like all the barrels so I can make food and level up my food. There's a skeever. There you go. And I'm always looking for crap. Always looking for crap. Like here is some wood, which we can use to make for woodworking, of course, so we can make our staffs. The good thing about, no, I have wrong button. This Crystal Shard is it knocks down for 2 seconds too. Plus it does some decent damage, at least early on here. It's really knocking those things, the crap out of those guys. Okay, so we gotta keep working our way over. Investigate the Shattered Shoals. So you have a heavy attack and a light attack with your staff. And depending on how long you hold it, the more damage you'll do. I wasn't quite sure of that until I got this add-on. You see there's floating text that's coming up when I hit things. Like I'll hit this guy, where'd it go? I put it so it goes in the middle of the, there he is, screen. So you'll see it float up. Usually that doesn't happen. That 42 Crystal Shard, 12 light attack. So if I hold it all the way down, instead of 12 for light attack, I'll do 27 for the heavy attack. But say you hold it for a second only, I did 17 heavy attack. So if you happen to hold it down until they attack the whole time, you'll do more damage. Now here's some iron ore. This is what the iron ore looks like. It's all over the place. And here is Entoma, which is a mushroom, of course, and this is useful for alchemy. So yeah, there's loot everywhere. Now, kind of like Skyrim, the first time you don't know what it does, you can eat it and learn the first trait. So it does a Ravage Magicka, is one of the things that it can do. Now you find another type of plant or flower or whatever for alchemy that will allow you, here's a chest, the dude ran right past it, oh shit. Maybe that's why they ran right past it. This may be a bad idea. Get him down to 20% health now. He'll blow up. There we go. Nice. That's why I love that one ability. Once you get down to 20% health, they explode. So as long as you get to that 20%, it's going to do some massive damage on them. Now we can get this chest. Oh, I missed that one. Oh, I missed both of them. Come on, Scouse. Destructive touch increased to 3. Ooh, and we got a maple lightning staff of frost, which is an upgrade to what we have. Even though I like the oh, it's a maple lightning staff of frost. That's interesting. Lightning staff of frost, and it's charged. Wow, look at that. That's pretty cool. Increases enchantment charges by 17%, which means that we can eventually research this and learn that, so next time we make a lightning staff, we'll be able to actually add that to it once we research it. So that's a pretty good find right there. Alright, so here's one of our first quests.
Stop. Stay back. Heed my words. You endanger more than your life should you approach.
What are you?
A fool who paid the ultimate price for ambition. But I would see none fall as I did. You must leave. The book before you is cursed, as are its 2 siblings. Can't you hear it call to you?
No, I only hear you.
Perhaps you're strong enough to resist their call. If you find them and bring them to the shrine, you might finish what I could not. Please, I beseech you. The books are a darkness that must be erased from the world.
Alright, tell me what I need to do.
The curse upon each tome is designed to feed souls to oblivion. But if you are able to resist their pull, you can collect the tomes and bring them to the shrine for their destruction.
Where is this shrine?
On the shores of Canarthy's Roost, beyond the town of Mistral. It is lit by an ever-burning flame. Should you collect all the tomes, bring them to the shrine without delay. No matter how strong you believe you are, I fear the tomes are stronger.
Okay, so we have tomes here to collect. I'm not gonna read all this stuff, so apologize.
Harder than expected. Let's see if it was worth it.
Basically, I think every time you pick up a book, you kind of see a little thing here. Usually it's a Daedra guy coming in.
Not ever.
Oh, there's another chest. People just running by these chests, obviously. I have no idea they're here. So this one's intermediate, so you can see it's at the bottom is going faster. Plus it's a little harder to get them. Wow, our soul trap went up, our crystal shard went up from that. We got a lockpick out of it. And we got some medium armor stuff that's well fitted. And we're getting loot like a mother. People just running right past the chests, man. Maybe nobody has lockpicks. Oh, she's in trouble. I just saved your life. Give me all your money. Give me all your money, elf. Didn't even say thanks. Didn't even say thank you. Not a wave or nothing.